Hello, good morning. Our first issue is Jammu and Kashmir and banning of drones. Recently, Jammu and Kashmir administration has banned the drones in the context of Jammu Air Force attacks. Sale, use, possession of unmanned aerial vehicles. Drones are also called as unmanned aerial vehicles. Unmanned aerial vehicles was banned in Srinagar. Already in Rajouri district, use, sale, possession of unmanned aerial vehicles, that is drones, are banned. Now in Srinagar district under section 124 of CRPC, drones are banned. Only for government use it is permitted, but they have to inform the local government. If anyone possesses the drones without informing the government, that's considered illegal. They can be levied with fine or jail term. Next issue is Nirbhaya Fund. After 2012 Nirbhaya incident, for women's safety and security, government has constituted Nirbhaya Fund. Under this fund, in 2016, Indian Railways and Railtel both have made an agreement, MOU, for installation of CCTV cameras and surveillance. But that project has not yet been implemented. In this context, CVC, that is Central Vigilance Commission, has tried to probe the irregularities. In the preliminary report, it has said that there are irregularities in the MOU signed between Ministry or Indian Railways and Railtel. What is CVC? CVC is a statutory body that probes against the corruption cases. Next issue is Nipun Bharat. Nipun full form is National Initiative for Proficiency and Reading with Understanding and Numeracy. This has been proposed under National Policy of Education. Under National Policy of Education, learning skills, learning capabilities in reading, writing, numeracy, these have been focused. By the end of grade 3, every child has to learn the capabilities and maintain the capabilities in reading, writing and numeracy skills. Under National Education Policy, the deadline is 2025. But recently, government has proposed extension of this deadline to 2026 and 27. There is a criticism against this particular move that under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, whatever funds are allocated, the same funds are being utilized for Nipun Bharat also. But this particular program has to be taken on a mission mode, because if we take various government reports and other NGO reports like Pratham report, learning capabilities, reading capabilities, writing capabilities, especially in numeracy, mathematics, are very less. In this context, without a dedicated mission, without separate funding, how can we achieve the goals? So that's why Nipun Bharat, which was proposed recently, this was criticized by many sections for this particular thing. Next issue is Chinese astronauts and spacewalk. Recently, two Chinese astronauts have successfully performed China's first tandem spacewalk. They repaired and installed certain instruments to Tiangong space station. Tiangong is the name of Chinese space station. Recently, China has sent Tinhe. Tinhe is a module, we can call it as central module of Tiangong space station. China is planning to complete this space station by 2020 to other countries like Russia. They have proposed for their own independent space station apart from ISS. ISS means International Space Station. India also has proposed to build its own space station by 2030. This is a significant step for China. Already they have landed rovers on Moon and Mars. So apart from these two achievements, this can be considered one of China's space achievements. Next, let us understand the editorial part. First one is Uttarakhand Chief Minister, new appointment. So what has happened? Few months back, Uttarakhand's Chief Minister, who was elected earlier, he resigned, and then BJP, that is the majority party in that state, has appointed another person as Chief Minister. But then that person was Lok Sabha member, not MLA, that is Member of Legislative Assembly. Now, even if a person is not part of Legislative Assembly, he or she can become Chief Minister. But they have to get elected into Legislative Assembly within 6 months of being into that particular office. This particular person, he got elected by his party leaders as Chief Minister, but then as his term of 6 months is nearing, there is no sign of any conduct of bypolls because of pandemic situation. Under Article 164 subclause 4, yes, a person can be appointed without electing into MLA or Legislative Assembly, but cannot continue after 6 months. That's why he has resigned and they have elected another person as Chief Minister. Whenever Chief Minister resigns, the entire Council of Ministers is deemed to be resigned. The newly elected Chief Minister, he or she selects the entire Council of Ministers. If we consider the recent resignation of Uttarakhand CM, there are political concerns associated with resignation because of recent controversies with regard to Kumbh Mela, etc. Political considerations are also there in making him resign and electing a new person. Next issue is exports and restoration of health. Recently, exports have reached $95 billion for the 3-month period, that is from April to June, that is Q1. But we have more potential to enhance our exports. In this context, we have a scheme called remission of duties and taxes on export products. Very, very important. This scheme was proposed, but then rates under this scheme are not yet notified by the government. There are container shortages, pandemic-led demand reductions. These are all leading to less potential or less exports as compared to its potential. In this context, the way forward is to addressing these two problems and then restoring the health status. That will encourage more exports. More exports leads to more employment, more economic growth. That's why export promotion is important. Next issue is military synergy plan. Recently, CDS, that is Chief of Defence Staff, who is head of Department of Military Affairs, they have proposed for integrated theatre commands. Integrated theatre command consists of Army, Navy and Air Force. 3 forces combinedly, they form a small grouping which is ready for battle. Those commands are called as integrated theatre commands. This works under Chief of Defence Staff. When this was proposed, Army and Navy, Air Force, these three wings of our defense forces were asked for suggestions. Air Force has objected to this particular proposal. They said that, see, there are concerns from Air Force. That is, Air Force is seen as auxiliary force to Navy and Army, but it is not the case so. So, first of all, define the political objectives clearly and then go for military strategy. If that is not done, we will face the same issues as US is facing in Afghanistan, Russia is facing in Afghanistan and India faced in Sri Lanka. In that context, political objectives should be clearly defined before defining any kind of integrated theatre command or any kind of strategies. After defining that, we can go for joint planning, training, deployment, etc. So military synergy should have political objective behind it. Next issue is Salva Judum judgment, 10 years of Salva Judum judgment. It's been 10 years. In 2011, Supreme Court has banned the Salva Judum group. What is Salva Judum group? To address the Maoism in Chhattisgarh, central government and Chhattisgarh state government, they both combinedly constituted certain people forces which are famously called as Salva Judum. This is a vigilante movement started in 2005. There were many complaints against this group saying that they are exploiting the people, they are violating the human rights and they are not constitutional because they are not appointed in a legal way. Even normal citizens, normal villagers, they are inducted. They are given training for 2 or 3 months and they are inducted into Salva Judum. Mortality rates are high. Complaints of human rights violation is high. That's why in 2011, Supreme Court has banned this particular group. Earlier they used to be called as special police officers. Now what the Chhattisgarh government did is they just renamed them. They renamed them as district reserve guards, but they have not dismantled this particular structure. In this context, this is under Supreme Court's review. There's a term called contempt of court. Contempt of court means when Supreme Court gives a judgment, if the concerned authority is not implementing it, we call it as contempt of court. Salva Judum judgment was given 10 years back. Now it's 2021. We have not implemented it. Supreme Court has to take proactive measures to completely dismantle this unconstitutional structure. Next issue is light rail and environmental concerns. In Kerala, a light rail proposal was there. Under this particular proposal, light rail connectivity, that is kind of metro rail, fast rail, This would be connecting south and north extremes of Kerala. It reduces the travel time substantially, but then there are concerns, environmental concerns. Most of this particular route goes through middle wetlands. Kerala, eastern side we have Western Ghats, western side we have coastal plains. In the middle we have wetlands. Especially these wetlands are famous for paddy. Now, if we go for this kind of thing, it reduces the paddy wetlands. Already paddy wetlands are slowly disappearing, which leads to the risk of floods, which is also one of the cause of concerns with regard to food security. That's why any kind of connectivity project should take into consideration the environmental aspects. Thank you very much. All the very best.